Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing? Chop and drop. Good morning. How are you, sir? Happy Saturday. It's supposed to rain all day here, but looks like it changed. So now we've got the sun's out. So it looks like it's going to be a good day over here. So, yeah, hope everybody's having a good day. Took a little bit of a break last night from YouTube. Had a bunch of videos to watch, but I was like, I've been watching so much content. I took a little bit of a break. So good morning, Jay. Good morning, Jimmy G, Neil. Good morning. Yeah, so far so good, right? Good start for me for the weekend. I mean, no complaints yet. Checking in with the chat. Everybody saying hello to everybody this morning. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. And I know we mentioned last week. Some of the chat was upset that we didn't that I didn't bring breakfast. So So there's some pancakes for you guys. If you don't want pancakes, you can always go with the eggs. Or if you want to try to eat a little bit healthier, you can always go with a little mixed berries. So please don't ever say I didn't bring you breakfast, because there was plenty there for you guys to eat. So good morning, David. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, and I forgot, Jimmy's here. So let's say, why don't we say good morning to Jimmy's girlfriend?
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
So there you go, Jimmy. That's for you. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't even see it. I played a little bit last night. Like I said, I was taking a break from YouTube and just watching some videos. So I jumped on the PlayStation, was playing a couple games, did a little Fortnite live stream. Spider-Man's actually in the game. But it's a little strange because to have Spider-Man running around with a rifle, assault rifle, shooting people is kind of like an oxymoron, right? I mean, but yeah, Neil, I'll have to check that out. I didn't even look at it. So, yep, Jimmy, you're welcome. I figured you'd be here this morning, so we'll start your Saturday with your girlfriend. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm on the PS4. I'm drawing a blank on my name. It's I think it's TechBud is my name on PS4. But yeah, if anybody wants to add me as a friend, I don't play that often anymore because YouTube sucks up a lot of my time. But every once in a while, I just like to mash some buttons. So, Scotty, good morning. Yeah, it's kind of just mindless fun sometimes, right? Just smashing some buttons. So. Yeah, that's always yeah, yeah. Well, it's kind of weird, the crossover with some of the characters that they put in Fortnite. I mean, obviously Fortnite is so popular and there's a lot of people playing it. So I understand why they want to make the deals with the characters, having characters in it, because they've had even like a Star Wars run at one point. So at least Star Wars, you can see they had lightsabers and blasters, but yeah, for Batman and Spider-Man to be running around with an assault rifle is a little strange. But they do have a swinging mechanism in this series with Spider-Man, which is really good. You have to pick up web shooters along the way, and you can kind of swing all around. It's actually it's quite fun. So Yeah, that's up to you. Remy, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. We got some shout outs we're going to do this morning. I usually always start the show. Oh, too, if anybody wants to jump in, I always forget to do that. There's the link. More than happy to have anybody jump on if you'd like. But yeah, let's get to. Got a couple of shout outs I want to do today. Get this channel a sub. So a couple shout outs. We've got channels that you guys are probably familiar with. Southpaw Brad, good morning. Good to see everybody here this morning. Appreciate you guys coming out. We have three channels that I usually shout out. But today, and like I said, you guys are probably very familiar. DiggerJim 720. So I think you guys know DiggerJim. He's been around a while. He's in a lot of the live chats. He obviously collects comic books, but he's also he does metal detecting. He's out digging for historical things. He told a story a couple months ago where he found somebody's engagement ring. A friend of a friend called him. He was the wife, or I guess the wife. They were having a snowball fight, and she threw a snowball, and the ring came off, and lost the ring in the yard and couldn't find it. And so DiggerJim went over there and actually located it for them, which was really cool. So definitely links are down below. So definitely go check out DiggerJim if you don't know him. Everybody's stopping in this morning. Marcus, good morning. And then to couple with DiggerJim is his brother is now on YouTube, BrotherJohnComics. He is fairly new channel, but you've seen him a lot. He's been in a bunch of the chats and some live streams. And he's got he's kind of not a lot of content on his channel, but he's been very active in the community. So definitely go check him out. And then too, just make sure you subbed up everybody who's here in the chat this morning. It's kind of the usual suspects here in the chat, but if you don't know one another, definitely go sub each other up too. And then the last channel I have today is, and this is another channel that's been around and a big community member, TM Nerdy, Travis at TM Nerdy. He does a bunch. He does a bunch of series stuff, chatting with the comic book community. He's a full member of the Spine Ticks crew, so you find him Saturday night up to some craziness with probably his shirt off at some point in the evening. So definitely go check out TM Nerdy. He's part of the Bad Batch, and their Wednesday show, the Whiplash Wednesday stuff that they do. So definitely need to go check out those channels. DiggerJim, BrotherJohnComics, and TM Nerdy. Like I said, all of the links are down below, so definitely go check them out. And next week too, next Saturday, so we're a week away. Saturday the 26th, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm doing a live stream to announce all of the new categories for the Comic Book Community Awards. So that'll be just live stream going over all of the new changes and all of the new categories and when nominations will open and all those things. So, Saturday night. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited to be able to finally reveal all of the new information for, this year's Comic Book Community Awards. Also looking for sponsors. So if you know anybody, I've started to do some outreach. A couple people have contacted me asking me for some information. I've done some outreach to a couple of the companies that are involved in comic book, whether it's the comic book store or supplies, things like that. So I'm looking for kind of two things. I'm looking for whether you want to do some donations of like books so I can build prize packs for the winners, and or money to help fund the trophies, right? Because the trophies are probably the biggest expense. And the fact that we're going to be increasing categories this year. So we went from 11 and I think we're going to about 21 categories. So 21 trophies, the trophies run, they're like, depending on the deal I can get on the trophies, they can be expensive. So it can be a couple $100, $400 or $500 just for the trophies alone. So if anybody's interested, just let me know. Reach out. One of the things that if you do sponsor, we're going to include links of your YouTube channel or whatever link that you'd want, social media, up on the website, and we'll post it up on Instagram, and mentioning it, shouted it out in live streams and things like that. So, Phil, good morning. Philtastic Comics and Art. Hope your day is going well. And I think you've got a live stream. I think you were planning to do a live stream this morning. I think maybe after mine. So definitely, if you guys are around, go check out Phil. Philtastic Comic and Art. He's kind of building his channel. He's got a newborn baby son who's now joining him in his comic journey over there. So definitely go check him out. So good to have you guys here this morning. Just catching up on the chat. So like I said, Comic Book Community Awards, all the details will drop next week. I appreciate everybody who's reached out and has asked questions about, sponsorship and all of that. I really do appreciate that. It's a little bit early because the award show will be the first Saturday in December, which is like, I forget the exact date. I'm trying to get ahead of it and get outreach happening soon. So, the new got the newborn, and the newborn's kind of been riding shotgun on some of his videos. So you definitely need to go check that out. Oh, that's right. And Neil's got his, right? Neil, you kind of take on a little bit of a break right now. And I know you're kind of rebranding and making some changes to your channel, new direction. And I think you have a live stream scheduled, I think, for next Saturday as well, at like 7 p.m. Eastern, I think it is. Okay. Yeah. And Phil, you have your show at 11 today. So definitely I'll try to wrap up right at 11. And then, you guys, if anybody would like, go jump over to Phil's channel. So check out his live stream. I think his second live stream now. So definitely cool. Yeah. Neil, you have yours next Saturday, right? Saturday is 7 p.m. right? Something like that. Okay. Yeah. We'll be on the lookout for it. But that's, like I said, I'm hopefully, comic book, my live stream, I'm going to go over all of the changes, all of the timing. So all of the details will be released, next Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, anybody's interested in, sponsorship or donating some books or something like that for prize packs, definitely, reach out. And for those people that had joined late, we mentioned that I'd be serving breakfast today. So you had your choice there. You could go with the pancakes, the eggs, or even the mixed berries if you want to try to go a little bit healthier today. So, comic books. What did you guys read this week? I got my stack here. This was a pretty good read. This is an excellent cover. I've never really read full Carnage story. He's always been, as a villain in Amazing Spider-Man or any of the Spider-Man books. So it's interesting to, this is kind of the first time I'm jumping in on his his series, but this is a great and this is the A cover. This is a great A cover for this book. And the story was pretty good. It's a pretty good introduction to Carnage. There is a little. It wasn't a full story. There was a kind of a side story at the back of the issue, something that happened in the past with Carnage. But overall, it was a good read. Donuts next week. I'll bring the donuts for you next week. Marcus, I know you put this up on Instagram, I think, Cloaked. This is the 4 of 4. This is the last of the issues. Let me know what you think. I was really into this. Good morning, Joffrey. Good morning. Thanks for stopping in. I was into this series, and I was a little disappointed the way it wrapped up. So interested to hear what your thoughts were on it. Overall, I liked the issues 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 was a little bit of a disappointment the way things kind of ended for the story. Yeah, I'm not big on signatures. I think if I had the opportunity to see the artist at a con, I would probably get things signed. But I'm not big on sending stuff in to get signed. But there's CGC has definitely been rolling out a bunch of signings lately. It almost seems like almost every day I'm getting an email from them. So, what did you? Yeah, Carnage. Yeah, what did you think of Carnage? fat stack of pancakes and Carnage. Yeah, that's an interesting mix. All right, good. Yeah, let me know what you think because it's funny. Some of these limited series or Chicken Devil was another one, and New Burn was another one that the first couple issues were really good, and then they kind of seemed to really tail off at the end, like the story like wrapped up very quickly, like they tied up all the loose ends. And I understand it's a limited run, maybe 3 or 4 issues, and so, but it seems like they developed the story so much, and then it just everything wraps up very quickly within a couple pages. And so I don't know. I guess I've been reading too many ongoing series where Spider-Man, for example, where the story takes forever to develop. So I think the contrast between the limited series, a 4 issue run, and the ongoing series of kind of throwing off my story. It's just like what I'm expecting from the story. So I've heard Silver Coin too was really great. I've heard that's been a really good ongoing story and fun. I didn't pick that up. I hadn't picked that up, but I understand the concept. There's Silver Coin and there's different things that are different storylines that are happening around the same silver coin. So, which has been pretty interesting. Yeah. So another book I read. Now this was a leftover. So this came out 2 weeks ago, but my LCS sold out very quickly, and so they put me on a list to pick up. Get one. They were going to reorder. So this was the only cover that they had. I know there was a number of other great covers. So a little disappointed to get this cover, but I mean it's still a great cover. But there were so many good Punisher #1 covers. Now, and this was an interesting read too. Definitely some changes are happening in the Punisher's world, but it's good to have him back. And they there was some thought about, well, now that Disney owns Marvel, that it's going to be toned down, and it was I mean, it starts out pretty bloody, and a lot of the body count is pretty high in that book. So um, um, so far so good. And then I read Refrigerator Full of Heads. And this is not really a story that I'm not a big horror gore type fan in comics and in general. But I jumped on this for some reason. I think somebody recommended it, and this has been okay. I didn't read the previous. I think it was it um, Suitcase or Duffel Bag, or maybe Duffel Bag Full of Heads was a movie. I don't know, but I know this is a second. A follow up to the previous series, and I didn't read that series, so maybe I don't have all of the background on it. But that's been okay. I'm sticking with it. I thought about maybe dropping it, but I stayed with it. So yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I guess that's a good thing, right? Send books in if you have books that maybe you want to potentially want to sell for signature, because obviously there's a lot of people that collect signature And obviously having the artist or the writer sign on is probably a good increases the value, obviously. And this is one of the books I picked up, 50-cent find. This is a great, Amazing Spider-Man cover. This is all from the current run, but I couldn't pass these books up at 50 cents. So, bunch of Amazing Spider-Mans, most variant covers, but my LCS has a kind of overflow warehouse, and they sell all of the books at the warehouse are 50 cents. And I think if you follow Couple Comics, Will over at Couple Comics, he has been to the same warehouse because we live close together, and he scored a bunch of books that are 20, 25, $30 books for 50 cents in really good shape. So a whole run of Amazing Spider-Man from the current run. Picked up a bunch of these, so couldn't pass those up for 50 cents. Some great variant covers. So catching up with the chat. Yeah, see what you guys basket full. Okay, it's basket full of heads. Wasn't there? There was a movie called. Wasn't it? There a movie called Duffel Bag Full of Heads. I think. I'm assuming it wasn't related, but for some reason that sticks in my mind too. So, Ken, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Well, good morning for us. I'm not sure what time it is for you. So, catching up on the chat. Yeah, the end has been good, and we're only actually one issue away. So issue 93 basically wraps up the whole current arc, the Beyond story, and then next month we're getting the Spider-Man reboot with John Romita Jr. And I know Marvel has a bunch of things planned. Obviously, this year is the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, so they have a bunch of things planned throughout the year to celebrate him. They just started to kick it off. They did a virtual live stream this past week. It was for Marvel Unlimited members only. They had a bunch of prizes, a bunch of writers and artists on. It was really good. They actually gave away a bunch of prizes. They gave away an NFT and some books and some action figures and things like that. So it was actually really good. So that was kind of the beginning of the celebration of Spider-Man. So I have it. I went back and picked up because when I got back into collecting, it was probably in the mid 30s of that run, or maybe even later than that. But I went back and picked them up. There's not a bunch that have really jumped in price. They're pretty reasonable to pick up if you're thinking about it. Yeah, yeah, and I think a lot of people. I think with the reboot, I think because there was so much bad response to the current run with the whole. I'm drawing a blank on the character's name with the whole. Why am I drawing a blank? I can't remember. But on the current run, there was some negativity and how long Kindred, how long that storyline took to develop. I think that the reboot may be a point where people jump back in, and the fact that John Romita Jr. is on the storyline, and he was one of the guests this past week, and he was explaining how Spider-Man to him kind of feels like family because he grew up. He used to watch his dad draw books and draw Spider-Man, and they lived in New York City, I believe, or somewhere local to New York. And so same kind of connection that I have with the character where John Romita Jr. felt like, well, Spider-Man was, local. He was close by. He could go see him kind of swinging in the street. So it was pretty interesting. So, yeah, there is. There's so many different books. I mean, I've been picking up so many of the new runs. She-Hulk has been new. I've got Venom. I've got the Incredible Hulk. I've got Carnage now. a bunch of new series, but it is a good way to kind of obviously jump in because it's starting over. But yeah, it is certainly. And I don't know. I don't know if they've mentioned how frequently they're going to um, publish the book, because they are publishing it like 3 times a month now, so 3 issues a month. So it can get, it can get expensive. So with the frequency that they're pumping out the Spider-Man books. So um, that's right. Yeah, they've been hyping it up. Right, there's some major event that Peter Parker did that causes some big problems, I guess, in his world. So um, yeah, and if anybody's dropping video this morning, I've got a couple things I got to do, so I'll probably catch up on everybody's videos this afternoon. So got my Saturday errands to run. Where is Planet Comic Con? Is that in the Kansas City area? And then so this is Amazing Spider-Man 92, that BUY. Like I said, 93 wraps up the whole Beyond storyline. And this was, I enjoyed this issue. This is kind of the BUYs or the side stories, but this kind of tied up a bunch of loose ends and some of the storylines that have been ongoing. I thought this was a good read. Monica Rambeau on the cover, and it left a couple things open for some future storylines. I picked up the A cover of Captain Carter. My LCS was sold out last week, but was able to get this. There's a number of other good covers, but they didn't have it. They only had the A cover this week. But and I did enjoy this, although this is kind of a retelling of the whole Captain America storyline. But obviously now Captain Carter's in his place, and I liked it. I thought, even though very familiar with the story, I thought it was a good read. And then I picked up We Live, the black version. I only had picked up the white. I didn't at number one. I didn't realize you had to kind of read these in tandem. So I picked this one up. So now I have both We Live, black and white, and plan to go back and read both of those now. So, Zach, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you coming in. Oh, it is okay. It is Kansas City. Okay, I know there's I know there's a couple cons coming up. I think there's a big one in North Carolina as well. That's in the next couple months. So we're kind of getting in now that getting into the spring, summer, all of the it's kind of con season, right? So. Yeah, Slot would Slot had a good run. Slot's a good I feel a very good writer. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, with the frequency that they're pumping out the books, Marvel Unlimited isn't a bad way to go. So, but yeah, we have so that's got went through all the books. We're gonna do a giveaway, right? We're doing this new giveaway. So got a short set, a short box full of books. Just did a restock on it, so it's pretty full. So let me share my screen. We'll do a hashtag, and you guys can get in on some prizes. So give me, I don't know if you guys can see that. So hashtag, I'll paste it in the chat. Hashtag CBC Awards. I'll use a space so it. There we go. So hashtag CBC Awards. Why did it come up that way? Oh, I know why. So there you go. That's better. So guys, drop that in the chat for a chance to win. We'll do a pull of 5 books. There are some bonus books in here too. I got a couple little bundles. Yeah, I know. I watched your review and I saw that Dan Slott was writing it. So I know most people have a very good opinion of his writing. So and I know a lot of people refer to Dan Slott's writing on Spider-Man as some of their favorites. So definitely, Jerry's here. Remy, I knew Remy was here earlier. Jerry jumped in. Good morning, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out. And you got to go check out Jerry's channel if you're not watching his the work that he's doing on books. It's just amazing. It's he just finished up, and I think it was a Captain Marvel book where he cleaned the cover, and it came out amazing. So, yep, just catching up on the chat, giving everybody a chance to get in. It looks like we got 14 people in here. We got 11 people with the hashtag. So if you want to jump in, drop that hashtag. Yeah, definitely go check out Jerry's channel though. The work that he's doing is if you haven't seen it, you will be amazed because some of the techniques that he's developing and things that he's doing, it's truly amazing. So I'm just fascinated. I'm fascinated that Jerry's removing covers and putting it soaking it in a bath to clean it. It's just things that I never thought that you would be able to do with a comic book cover. So, Shop, what's up, Shop? Shop, are you still down and are you home yet? I know you were at Disney, right? Hopefully you're out of there because it can get expensive if you're there for a long time. All right, let me. All right, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes. Drop the hashtag. I'll give you 30 seconds. Drop the hashtag if you want to get in, and we'll run the contest. Maybe we got everybody here. All right, we're gonna run it. See, oh, my own name is in there. I hope I don't win. Scotty Vaughn, congrats. So let me get rid of my screen and we will do a random pull of books for you. I'm going to go. Oh, all right. So you got Amazing Spider-Man number 79. So if you didn't want to collect Amazing Spider-Man, you're getting at least one in the collection. Oh, and then we have Batman 3 Jokers, book 2. It's a thick square-bound book. Oh, a little Image 90s Death Blow, little all-black cover. Let's see, where are we going? Ooh, we're going old school here. A little Popeye and Flintstones. All right. We got, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Where are we going? What is he getting? Let's see. There you go. Justice League number 1 Rebirth. Right, isn't the Justice League storyline wrapping up? They're doing a big event issue, I guess 75. So Scotty, I'll double check. I'm not sure if I have your address. I know you had sent me some stuff in the past, but if I don't, I'll reach out on Instagram. But we'll get these books out to you. Congrats again. Yeah, right. Isn't the big Justice League? I thought I saw a note at my LCS this past week where they said that they were limiting. They weren't going to get a ton of Justice League copies, number 75. And so they were going to like raffle off the books because I guess they're not getting the number of copies that they're getting is limited. So, um, yeah, I wasn't sure. I have not been reading that, but I know a number of people have been. Catching up on the chat. Congrats. Yep. All the congrats. uh, so yeah, the Three Jokers covers have been, that series is really good. Um, so yeah, I try to mix the box up. I've got a lot of, obviously Marvel, DC in the prize box, but also try to mix up some of the indies, and try to pull some series that maybe people are not aware of, and maybe get them on their radar. Maybe get them to start reading. Yeah, pretty good set of books. So yeah, like I said, I try to mix up the prize box to make it, if you're gonna win some books, you want them to be pretty good, right? So, um, yeah, trying to think if anything else that I wanted to mention today. Like I said, I mentioned earlier the Comic Book Community Award live stream next weekend, so definitely hope you guys can come out for that. Get all the details on the Comic Book Community Awards. We got the 3 channels I shouted out. Definitely go check those guys out. Oh, nice. All right, good. Yeah, I mean that's the one thing too. Hopefully, when you do a giveaway, the book you're giving or books you're giving away are actually something that the winner may enjoy. So it's kind of like the mystery box, right? you always try to find something that hopefully that you can keep in the personal collection. All right, Neil, take care. Have a good day. Yeah, looking forward to your rebranding of your channel. We'll catch you next Saturday. I think you've got your live stream scheduled for around 7 p.m. Eastern. So, Dave, good morning. Dave collects. Yeah, yeah. Another one of the full-fledged Spine Tick members. I shouted out TM Nerdy earlier, one of the other full-fledged Spine Tick members. So definitely go check out Dave and Travis, TM Nerdy, on Spine Ticks tonight, their live show. At some point, somebody will probably have their shirt off or something. Shenanigans will be going on over there. So definitely need to go check that out. Yeah, I'm trying to think what's, oh, and I didn't mention, I'm off from work this week. So Nick the Comic Nerd. So Nick the Comic Nerd is another guy that lives, we live locally. So I'm going to try to actually meet up with Nick on Wednesday for New Comic Book Day we actually buy books at the same LCS. So we're actually going to try to get together on Wednesday. Our work schedules have always we miss each other at the LCS. So I'm going to try to get together with Nick on Wednesday. So hopefully we'll have a picture or two that we'll post up on Instagram. And we were chatting back and forth about, getting together, trying to do this. And he mentioned to me that he's got a friend of him gave him a box of books. I don't know if it's a short box or a long box of books. Just gave it to him. And Nick was like, "Hey, I don't have time to go deal with these. Do you want them?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll take a box of free comics." So it's going to be hopefully we're going to be able to get together on Wednesday and meet, get to meet another member of the community. Got to meet Southpaw Brad and Tylex the Mighty earlier, or it was the end of last year, just after Christmas last year. So that was good. Always good to kind of get together. And actually finally meet some of the people that we're, been hanging out with online and chatting with. So Nick and I are going to try to do that on Wednesday. And then I actually might do an early live stream on Wednesday to show off the haul that I pick up, the books that I pick up. And yeah, I'm just going to be catching up on, trying to get ahead on some of my content that I do with my time off this week. So just doing nothing, just going to be around the house, home. I'm not going anywhere or anything for my vacation, but sometimes those are the best, right? You're just around. So yeah, no, and I know a lot of people have been talking about, we got to try to find a Comic-Con that's kind of central somewhere that we can all kind of meet up at. I know there was some talks of there's a North Carolina con I think is coming up in the next couple weeks or a couple months. Um, but yeah, I know C2E2 was a big one last year where a lot of the community met up. So Nick, good morning. Yeah, he was part of the C2E2 crowd last year, meeting up with everybody. So never can have enough Nicks, right? So, um, but yeah, definitely. Like I said, go check out. Well, Nick's here, so let's, like I said, we try. And Dave is new, so joined us before we serve breakfast. So we'll serve breakfast again. So your choices this morning for breakfast are pancakes. You can go do the over easy eggs, or you can do the mixed berries. So for all the new guys, Dave and Nick, let me know what you guys want. We'll get that over to you. So yeah, no, I appreciate everybody coming out this morning. Um, and oh yeah, Phil for the Nick and Dave and some of the guys that jumped in late or jumped in recently. Phil's going to do a live stream. Philtastic Comic and Art at 11. So definitely go check him out. Maybe his HeroCon. That's it. Heroes Con. Yeah, North Carolina. That's in like May. I'm think Remy, right? I know some people were talking about trying to hit that one up. Maybe a meeting place. I guess Orlando too, right? What's the big one down in Orlando that is, Orlando's pretty easy to get to from most places, although it's, way south, but pretty much every airline flies to Orlando because of Disney. So yeah. Yeah, what happened to the whole, Nicks, Kicks and Barbells or whatever that channel was going to be? I guess that went by the wayside. I'm with you though, man. I need to drop. I need to lose some weight too. So I'm with you. I gotta have the fruit this morning as well. So okay, end of June. All right, that's the Heroes Con, MegaCon. There you go. I couldn't think of it. Um, yeah, we got to make that happen. We got to try to. Cole, good morning. Morning to you and your mustache. Hope all is well. Heroes Con. That's not bad. That's $50. I mean, June. Okay, June. Maybe we can make that happen. Everybody will sleep in Remy's backyard. Or bring a tent. uh, yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm with you. I gotta, in the winter here sucks because I like to go out and do, walk, could do a couple mile walk like almost every day to kind of at least burn some of the calories that I've done on the intake. And in the winter, it's tough to do because it's so damn cold or it's snowy. So yeah, that might be a channel that some people might wanna watch. Yeah, Cole has dived deep into the card end of the pool, man. He's been ripping packs at WWE and he's all over the place. Yeah, no, I agree. Right. I mean, because most of the bigger shows, I've been to not recently, but in years past, been to New York Comic Con, and I think they're $50 for a single day. So $50 for a 3-day pass is pretty reasonable. And North Carolina is pretty easy to get to too. Charlotte, fly into I guess Charlotte maybe, um, probably um, pretty easy to get to. So yeah. Yeah, Disney. You gotta get yourself ready for Disneyland because you're up early, out late, and walking. A lot of walking at Disneyland. So you gotta prepare yourself for that. Yeah. That's not the kind of tent I was talking about. Uh, at least I hope that's what. Yeah, unless he's out with the Boy Scouts. uh, yeah, and I've been watching. So Zach's in here too. Zach's collections, and he does a lot of card rips. Um, and he's doing all kinds: soccer, Pokemon, baseball, football, and the card rips are pretty interesting because you never know. It's kind of like the comic mystery box, but I think a lot, obviously a lot cheaper. You can pick up cards, a pack or two of cards, for inexpensively compared to some mystery boxes, and there's definitely you know, um, a surprise factor if you end up pulling a really nice card. And some of the card designs are really nice. Mosaic makes a nice set of nice set of cards. So yeah, Heritage Box. I mean, and there's a ton of different card manufacturers out there. So uh, uh, yes, I understand. I understand. Yes. What didn't too? I think it was it Freaky Louie's pitch or what was it pitch or pitcher show went off the rails. I think he did one Wednesday night. Was it Wednesday night where I saw some clips? Nick, you had some clips up with everybody with their shirts off. I thought I saw a horse mask. I mean, it looked like I hadn't gone back and watched it. I need to prepare myself for it, but just a couple seconds that you posted up on Instagram looked like that show went off the rails very quickly. Oh wow, I didn't realize the cards were that expensive, right? But still 12 bucks, $12 on a, potential if you can pull in a valuable card is probably a lot less inexpensive than most mystery boxes. So, um yeah, I wasn't sure. I had jumped in early on the stream, but then I had to sign off, so I didn't I didn't see the most of the shenanigans that went on during that stream. Um, so, but hey guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody coming out. Congrats to Scotty Vaughn for his win. Um, um, thanks for like I said, I appreciate everybody coming out to support. Um, be on the lookout for next Saturday, 9 p.m. We're doing the CBC Awards, the announcement on the 2022 awards, all the details, the schedule, and all of the new categories. So definitely hope you guys will come out for that. Brad, yeah, have a good weekend. Good weekend to everybody. I appreciate everybody coming out this morning. Um, all right, now we're trading card information here. And you definitely need to go. It's interesting. All of the card collectors, they're very very much like the comic book community with random acts of kindness and giveaways and things like that. It's interesting to see how the although we collect different things, the community, the spirit of the community is very very similar. So. Um, yeah, you got to stay tuned. We definitely have some surprises. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out, and I'll leave you with this. I know there's a lot of people have asked about Comic Journey. So he's around. He's not doing much with the comic books right now because he's got some personal stuff going on. But I'll give you a video that he sent me for the last year's Comic Book Community Awards so we can get a little taste of his madness. Have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. So, the day's here. What day is that? It's the CBC Awards, the Comic Book Community Awards. Well, you thought just because I didn't get nominated, and just because I didn't get any votes, and just because I'm not a participant of this thing, that you can get rid of me. Well, no, you were not going to get rid of me, because I'm invading the CBC Awards. I'm here regardless of whether you wanted me here or not. I'm here. Okay, I'm here, and I'm going to give you my 2 cents. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching with my eyes. I'm choking. I'm going to be watching with my eyes, just like the googly eyes in the sky. We're all going to be watching, and we're going to see who won, who lost, who's crying, who's laughing, who's blissful, who's in sorrow, all that stuff. We're going to be watching. It's going to be pure drama. It's going to be fantastic. It's must-see TV. No TV. It's Google. It's YouTube TV. It's must-see YouTube TV on Brian LCS's channel, and he's doing the CBC Awards, and I'm watching, and I'm not bitter. I don't care. I don't care that I didn't get nominated. I'm not bitter, because I know I'm better than everyone. I am better. I am the best. But I you know what? It's for the better that I didn't get nominated. It's for the better that I didn't get nominated. You know why? You know why it's better for that I didn't get nominated? Because it would not be fair to everybody else. So it's better. It's better that I did not get involved in this at all, because you know what? I'm happy. I am happy. You know why? Because I give everybody opportunity. Everybody else the opportunity to win all this stuff. Because, well, how fair would it be if Journey was involved? How fair? I'm not bitter. How fair would it be? So it's better for the community, and everybody could get their nice little awards, and you can say, oh, look at me. I got an award. I'm the best. You're the worst. I'm the best. Oh yeah. You're all going to walk away with your awards, and you're going to be able to taunt people for a whole year, until next year when you lose and somebody else wins. Or maybe you'll win again. I don't know. Either way, I am really looking forward to this. I am looking forward to this. It's going to be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen. Who's going to win? I don't know. But it's going to be entertaining. And that's all I ask for. All I'm asking for, people to entertain me. And this is going to be entertaining. It's going to be, look at me. I got an award. Look at me. What the hell? Look at me. I got an award. It's going to be fantastic. And then some prick that lost is going to be, I lost. I should have won. I'm better. No, maybe you are. I don't know. But you're not more popular because it's a popularity contest. You're going to see. Either way, it's going to be fun. And by the way, I'm telling you something else.